words. And the word spiritual in its own essence is a division of two words. That is spirit and ritual. And then you underline that rituals are the diet of the spirit. The question is, what is the culture or what is the tradition doing in terms of its rituals as Africans to attain its spirituality?
Yes, welcome to Fact About Africa. This morning we have new things for you, fellow Africans, brothers and sisters. As I said before, we are here to uncover the secret and all issues concerning about Africa. So today I'm here to share with you these good things and I think things which will help you, young brothers and sisters of Africa. This is especially for African because here is a place where we originated as Africans. This is place of African. But what I wish to give you or to share with you, fellow young Africans, brothers and sisters, don't forget your heritage. Most of us we forget our heritage, we forget our origins. So today I want to connect the dots of we Africans, young African, about our origin. Because if you know your origin, obvious you will get your heritage. You will get what you deserve to get. Most of us we lose. We black people, we are loser. Why we are loser? Because we forget our heritage, we forget our origins as we Africans. So, as Joshua Maponga said, we African, we must awaken our spiritual power. How? There is many ways. One of the way to visit places where our former fathers they use. Those environment have been used back in days with our former father. They're good where you can go and awaken your spirit because those places are too good and stay cool all the time, so you can awaken your power and to get what you deserve to get as Black Africa. So today, I'm not a spiritual teacher, but as Joshua Maponga said, because this environment make me to remember what Joshua Maponga advised Black people on how to awaken and on how not to forget about our origins as we Africans. So it make me to do this video for you and to remind you also, if you don't listen to the video of Joshua Maponga teach us as Black people and young Africans in order to free our mind and to liberate ourselves from our modern slave system which engage with us and which make us to forget our origin and to lose our heritages. So this is what I want to share. So just listen to short clip of Joshua Maponga, how insist us as young African and Black of people to awaken ourselves in order to be independent. So this is what I want to share. What I want to share with you. Just listen, and then we will be back to get what you feel, what you get is the same with me or not. So don't forget to leave your comment. I will be back.
I, in fact, have a problem with the classification of African traditional spirituality, because once you combine African and traditional and spirituality, those to me are three separate forms of thought patterns. Being African has to do with indigeneity, enculturation, and contextualization of the African person in their own system level in terms of their environment. When you talk about traditional or tradition, you're talking about practices and culture and how the culture itself manifests, celebrates its time, and as my learned friend has already outlined, its culture, its rites of passage, and everything else. But once you talk about spirituality, then you are on a universal platform where the African is not working in a silo, but you have Indians, you have Europeans, you have Africans, and all of them have a form of spirituality. So we cannot even have what we call African spirituality. Spirituality, in its own essence, is universal, because each culture expresses itself in its highest form in its spirituality, because that is the vortex where ethnic, ethical, moral, and supernatural interventions are evoked to interact with the human species. And the word spiritual, in its own essence, is a division of two words, that is spirit and ritual. And then you underline that rituals are the diet of the spirit. The question is, what is the culture or what is the tradition doing in terms of its rituals as Africans to attain its spirituality? So African, traditional spirituality is more or less, for me, sounds like a very localized, Eurocentric way. It already sounds derogative in its own essence, that when Africans are doing it, it's traditional. But when Europeans are doing it, you've never heard of European traditional spirituality. You've never heard of European traditions. You talk about Christianity as Christianity. It's never spoken about as European traditional belief systems. You talk about a white wedding, but you never tell people it's European white cultural traditions. You talk about putting rings on your fingers and ways of praying and addressing God. And you don't tell people that these are not spiritual forms, but these are traditional, colonial ways of accessing spirituality. These are rituals within a colonial space which seek to access the spirit. With those few words, I would rather have spirituality as a separate discussion, African as a separate discussion, and indigeneity as a separate discussion. But when you put the three of them together, we're going to be running from pillar to post between what is African, what is traditional, and what is spiritual. I thank you.
I hope you get something. So what you get, leave your suggestion. What you get from this short clip of Joshua Maponga in the comment below. And what I want to insist you also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button in order to uncover all of us. We uncover, and this is our agenda, to uncover those hidden secrets about Africa, we Africans. So when we're talking about fact about Africa, is to uncover all hidden secret which you don't get anywhere, and this is very important. Don't skip this video and listen this video from the beginning to the end. You will get something. I hope you will get something, and you will not be the same as young African and black of people for African continent. I hope you will get something, and this make me feel so proud when I want to liberate my other fellow young African brothers and sisters. So it makes me very proud. So I want you to hit the subscribe button in order to join. Many of you listen and you watch this video and don't you forget to subscribe. So subscribe in order to join in our family and to join in this good journey about all facts about Africa, and to go where we want to go as black. So thank you.